Let's go through what we've got here. A car seat to start.
We have got the Carcoon. Now, this is in its final stages at the moment, so we've got a prototype sample here. Now, I've spoken to a number of paediatricians about this, and they think this is going to be a game changer with car seats. So, essentially what it is, it's a rear-facing child's car seat, so 0 to 12 months, and on impact, in 0.05 of a second, a protective shell will erect, and it's going to cover all of the baby, and it's got a fire-resistant shield. It uses Kevlar fabric, which is 5 times tougher than steel on a weight-strength ratio, and so it's going to protect your baby in the impact of a car.
So, in the animation that we just saw then, there looked like a sort of box of tissues flying towards it or something.
That's right.
How does it sense that there's something coming towards the baby?
It's got an ISOFIX attachment onto that, and so essentially it works when all the other airbags in your car are activated. The cocoon shell is activated at exactly that point as well. So it's a little bit like a special baby airbag.
Okay, now as you say, this is a prototype.
Yes, we've got a prototype.
And so we've got it all linked up to what would be essentially
yes, it's a little bit slower, but
we
we can see the premise, so we can have a look at that in action.
Okay, here we go.
Wow.
It's very good.
It's great, isn't it? And
it's amazing.
Yeah, you've got that fire-resistant fabric as well.
And it's almost like, why hasn't it been done before, really?
I know. It really, I mean, the paediatricians that I've spoken to, because I've done a lot of research into baby gadgets, and of course everything specific to a child and a parent's needs as well, and we think there really is a need in the market.
And because, and I say that's a prototype, I'm assuming that's going to end up getting faster.
Yes, it will. It will. That shell will come up in 0.05 of a second, even less than that. So yeah,
and hopefully also for older children as well, because I think you have to wear a seatbelt.
They're hoping to bring out
a car seat, sorry,
yes.
so you're much older than that.
That's right, and they're hoping to bring out sort of the Carcoon for older children as well.
It's a very good idea.
Yes, so watch
I
this
quite
space
like
for
one
that.
of those in like the back of a hoodie for a Friday night.
Yes,
if I feel myself going over.
I think we could all do with that.
Next up.
So next up we have got the world's first self-warming baby bottle.
This looks interesting.
This is called the Yamo Go. Now, so essentially this is untethering you from having to use a microwave to heat up your baby's bottle. So you can pour, I've already poured into it 180 ml of milk, so that could be your express milk, or could be formula, and then into the bottom you put one of these cartridges. And so it's science essentially that is powering this baby bottle. So we've got dehydrated salt, and we've got water in that. So that has been put into the bottom section here, and I'm just gonna turn that bottom section, and just by shaking, we're mixing the salt and the water, and that energy is then going to turn to warmth, and within 4 minutes you will have a 180 ml of warmed milk to 37
Just
degrees.
because of the salt and water at the bottom?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And so you just have to sort of occasionally shake it, so that's already starting to warm, and in 4 minutes that's going to be warm.
Well, Morgan, who's
baby.
one of our viewers, very kindly tested this for us.
We've just gotten back from the park. We got along really well with the bottle, actually. The first thing that I loved about it was how easy it is to use. You literally just screw a cartridge into the bottom and give it a few minutes and the milk is warm. The bottle is quite big, and I felt a little bit clumsy feeding him sometimes, but I think the more that I use it, the more I'll get used to the size.
How much is that?
So that's £22, and you get the 5 different disposable warming modules, but also you can pop it in the microwave. It's got a separate base as well, so on the go and at home as well.
It's interesting, but I've got to say, you have to use one of these every single time you warm a bottle. That's a hell of a lot of waste.
Well, so they have actually made sure that it's as environmentally friendly as it can be.
OK.
And we should say there's a small child on set.
Oh, this is my sister Anna, and this is my nephew and Anna's son Tom. He's only 5.5 weeks, so it's his television debut. And you're doing very well so far. So
And what is he?
Tom is modelling.
What are you trying out?
So Tom is modelling the Pacify smart dummy. So this is the first ever smart dummy. No problem.
It's working brilliantly.
There you go, Tom. There you go, Tom. So this is the world's first smart dummy, and it comes out next month. So it's available for pre-order now. And so built into the silicone teeth is a temperature sensor.
Maybe you can just show it to everyone. He's spat it out just in time.
So we've got built into that. We've got a temperature sensor in there, which works in tandem with the parent or the carer's app, and it time stamps.
Is he hungry?
Yes.
Oh, is he? Okay.
It timestamps Tom's temperature on an app like this so that you can keep an eye on temperature, so any deterioration in temperature. And so that's information's been transferred via Bluetooth Low Energy to a parent or carer's app, so you can monitor their temperature, you can share that with health professionals, and also you can set a parameter around you of, say, 20 metres. So when Tom's a little bit older and he's toddling off with this smart dummy in his mouth, you'll get an alert. You go, oh, he's gone outside of that radius, and great for lost dummies as well.
Marvellous. OK,
So
that's very good.
Be
Thank
about
you very
£30
much
when it comes out.
You can have a feed now. There you go. Thank
Well,
you.
Tom is wearing actually our next item. So it's the Mimo onesie here, and so this is a wearable baby monitor. So it's made of organic cotton, so most importantly it's washable. I think all the mums out there, it's very important, because how many loads do you as parents just do when they're young? Just endless.
Endless.
So on this baby grow we have got a turtle here, and so that turtle's got respiration sensors on it. So this is going to detect when a baby's, you know, the level of baby's breathing, their orientation when they're sleeping, their skin temperature, and that information is sent again via Bluetooth Low Energy to a lily pad, which is a base camp basically in the bedroom, so that's about 5 feet away, and then that information is then sent to a parent or carer's app, and then you can monitor your baby's breathing, whether they are awake.
So clever.
It's really, really clever. So at the moment, so this is a nice demo here, so we can just see the baby's breathing and any alerts as well. So perhaps if they're lying a bit awkwardly or the skin temperature's slightly alarming, you can get an alert.
And how much is that?
So that's going to come out in the summer to the UK for around £105. Anna has been testing it this week, and she really likes how customisable it is, because it's your peace of mind as a parent, essentially, isn't it?
I think also, I think most mothers will physically always want to be in.
Yeah, well, a friend of mine said that even though her daughter Amelia is 5, she still goes in and listens to their breathing. And I think that, and I think if you can just have something extra, perhaps when they are little, that you're not going to go in and wake them up.
Just finally here.
Oh, this is a fantastic bit of kit. Now I'm going to hold my hands up and say this is a luxury item. It's expensive. It's £925.
Wow!
So it is. So I think this is particularly great for city living because it is a power folding stroller. So in one touch, which I'm going to show you in just a second, I'm going to tease you a little bit. It can power fold, but really it's got
Lights
really an easy turning circle. You've got pathway like coffee cup. We've got a little we've got an LCD monitor there as well. I don't know whether you can catch that. I'll move my hand out the way. So you can also see how far you're walking, ambient temperature, miles per hour, which I think is quite nice for fitness as well. As a parent trying to get back into peak fitness again, or any kind of fitness that you were at before, then you can give yourself little challenges. But
I thought that was a little horn, like get out my way.
What's the
we can customise. So if you turn that dial at the touch of a button.
Oh,
it's a transformer!
I love that. Because I have spent...
And if you press it again, does it go up?
Yeah, it
so
does.
long.
So, again, turn.
I think everybody has had a buggy that they can't take down. I've once put one in the back of my car fully up. I just couldn't shut the boot.
Get it!
Because I couldn't put it down.
Because you're also perhaps in one hand got a child, you might have a toddler
running
running
off. Accidentally press it whilst your child's in there.
So you can't do that, which I think is really key. And I think that's a lot of people at home going to be thinking about that as well. So it's an incredibly clever buggy.
We actually had it tested, so here's one of our viewers testing it out.
So I have to take the buggy out of the car first. It's too heavy to hold with the baby. What I like about the buggy is that it has that one-touch open and close. What I didn't like about it was that it's extremely heavy to lift in and out of a vehicle. It does have a lot of good features, calorie counting, the weather, indicating that the baby is in the pram, and it also charges your phone.
Yeah, that's one thing we've got to point out. That is really heavy. For all the kit that's on it, I suppose it has to be, but it is really, really heavy. Great, thank you very much indeed. Yes. Details of everything that we've... there we go.
Done.
That we've had on here are on our website.
Now, coming up, one weighs the same as Kim Kardashian and the other weighs the same as her shoes. We meet the two gorgeous dogs who've struck up the most unlikely of friendships right after this break.